Possibly.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Isupk Monday Night Brotherhood class. I'm Officer 5,000 Yara Dam. You know what I'm saying? Here to hold it down tonight. My main man, as usual, Officer 1,000 Yash. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions or anything, put them in, any questions or comments, put them into the group chat right away. We'll get to them as soon as possible. With that, I'm going to get started with questions in the room. Any questions in the room? All right, man. No questions in the room. I get directly into my topic, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we just, had another weekend where, you know what I'm saying, our people were celebrating, you know what I'm saying, Esau holidays, you know what I'm saying, which is an abomination to the Lord. And I want to make mention of that first. If you could, give me Luke chapter 3 and verse 4, and also get that article prepared for me, you know what I'm saying, so we can talk about all the violence that happened this week, you know what I'm saying. What we have to understand is when we take on the, you know what I'm saying, on the spirit of our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, whether we understand what we're taking on or not, you know what I'm saying, what we are doing is joining in on their chaos, you know what I'm saying. Right. When they're letting off firecrackers and all these different things and M80s and different things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, they are celebrating war, you know what I'm saying. They're celebrating the war that, you know what I'm saying, got them in the positions that they're in to this day, you know what I'm saying, living in their paradise. You know what I'm saying? It's something they should celebrate, you know what I'm saying? A white man is totally in his right to celebrate the 4th of July. He should celebrate the 4th of July because he's living in paradise. What you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should not be doing is joining in with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got those with me?
So you want to Baruch 3 and 4?
Baruch and Apocrypha.
Yeah, so you want 3 and 4?
Chapter 3, verse 4.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel.
No God of who?
Of Israel.
The God of Israel, man. What you got to understand about this God of this Bible, man. This God of this Bible is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know they, you know what I'm saying, selling you this dream, you know what I'm saying, since your inception, you know what I'm saying, that this country, you know what I'm saying, is supposed to be a melting pot. We all supposed to be coming together. But what's so funny about us all coming together, it's always seems like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians end up on the bottom of every society as we coming all together, man. That means, you know what I'm saying, that these people is the people that you should not be joining to. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. How many times do you have to be, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom of a situation before you realize that this place is not for you, man. This place is not for you to try to join together in. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come, I want to come. Hear now the prayer of the dead Israelites.
Hear what?
Now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
If you hear a brother, you know what I'm saying, coming to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, he wants the Most High to hear the prayer of the dead Israelites. It's showing that he has respect, you know what I'm saying, for his lineage. He has respect for his ancestors. When you do wicked things like celebrate the 4th of July, what you are doing is you are committing treason against your ancestors, man. Because in 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was going through, and you know what I'm saying, the Revolutionary War was going on, you were in the cotton fields picking cotton, and picking sugar cane. You know what I'm saying? You were in slavery. You know what I'm saying? What was going on with the Native Indians at that time, Makaria?
It's like, so they would be moved off their land and exterminated.
They're being moved off their land and exterminated, man. This is not a time for you to be celebrating when the white man gets his independence. You know what I'm saying? What you need to be doing is following the law, statutes, and commandments. So one day, you know what I'm saying, you and your people can experience what the white man had experienced that day. You know what I'm saying? Though in that year, in 1776, you know what I'm saying, when they received their independence from the oppressive state that they were put in. But you were still being oppressed at that time. So what you doing when you have on your American flag from top to bottom? You know what I'm saying? When you are, you know what I'm saying, barbecuing that pork on the grill, hanging out with everybody, and you know what I'm saying, all lighting firecrackers and all that stuff, you are committing treason against your family, man. When you're doing that, the dead Israelites, you are committing treason against your people, man.
Right. Come. Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children,
of their children, that's you right there, black man. Read.
Which have sinned before thee.
Which has did what?
Sinned before thee.
We just sinned before the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? But we want Him to hear us, man. We can't. We gotta turn away from that sin before the Most High starts to hear us. Read.
Come. Which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of thee their God.
We ain't hearken to the voice of the Most High God, because the Most High God told us don't, you know what I'm saying, take on, you know what I'm saying, learn the ways of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? He told us not to learn the ways of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? He told us, you know what I'm saying, not to envy our oppressor. So we living in this land and different things of that nature. We on the bottom. We you know what I'm saying, we the slaves and different things of that nature. And that's punishment for what, you know what I'm saying, that our ancestors did do. But we are not to take on, you know what I'm saying, the spirit of these other nations, man, and act how they act, you know what I'm saying, get in the spirit of violence like they get in the spirit of violence, you know what I'm saying, around here busting firecrackers, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like this is something that comes from our culture. You know what I'm saying? If you read throughout this Bible, I don't hear nothing about busting no firecrackers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throwing off no M80s and different things of that nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying none of that. Ain't none of that came from our culture, man. This is our oppressors' culture. You know what I'm saying? That we continue to follow, you know what I'm saying? And to continue to be made a mockery of throughout these years. Who you see, you know what I'm saying, on a constant basis every other year blowing their hands off. You know what I'm saying? Blowing their fingers off. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's not to ridicule the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing of it is for extra. You know what I'm saying? He got into the spirit of his oppressor, and you know what I'm saying? He's out there. You know what I'm saying? With these firecrackers, blew his hands off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to ridicule the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? You getting the judgment that, you know what I'm saying, you deserve. And they might be right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was judgment from the Most High or what. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if that was his judgment, then he received that. You know what I'm saying? But what kind of judgment are you going to receive from the Most High? You know what I'm saying? If you continue to live in your wickedness, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand that just like for extra learn, you need to stop, you know what I'm saying, following the ways of your oppressors, man. But read.
Come.
And hearken to the voice of the Most High. Hearken to the voice of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. Which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of thee their God,
right.
For the which cause these plagues cleave unto us.
That's the reason why these things is happening to us, as the scriptures are saying, because we cleaving on to, we doing the things of these heathens. We hearkening on to them. You know what I'm saying? We living our lives like they living their lives. You know what I'm saying? In violence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And not living the way the Most High wants us to live. Celebrating the days that the Most High wants us to celebrate, so we can, you know what I'm saying, empower our people. You know what I'm saying? When we came out of captivity, you know what I'm saying, we celebrated Passover in the Isupk under commanding Jenna Yohana. You know what I'm saying? That's what we celebrate, because that is something that's going to empower your people. It's not going to empower your people to celebrate the day that the slave master, you know what I'm saying, received this freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to drop that out if you could. You know what I'm saying? And just if you could, just get to that article for me, and we can just, you know what I'm saying, lay down the violence, you know what I'm saying, that went on this last weekend, man. It's a horrible thing that we have to see every weekend, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And especially here in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, we have experienced extreme violence that's on this day, but we continue to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, this like it's something special. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something good for our people, you know what I'm saying? And it's not. This is something that's destroying our people. You know what I'm saying? Just like the drugs and different things of that in our community. You know what I'm saying? We have to move away from following the ways of these heathens, man, and follow, you know what I'm saying, the Most High God in His Bible. You got that?
So I got ABC7news.com.
Yeah, ABC7 News, you know what I'm saying, finna lay down on you just the violence that happened in Chicago. If you could, Priest, you know what I'm saying, when you get a chance, look up, you know what I'm saying, the numbers that's, you know, worldwide of how much violence happened, you know what I'm saying, 4th of July weekend. If you could get those numbers as well. This is just Chicago right here. Read that.
So Chicago shootings, at least 55 shot, 8 fatally in 4th of July weekend gun violence.
55 shot and 8 fatal. You know what I'm saying? As we know, you know what I'm saying? The young sister, what's her name again, Bree? The young sister that got gunned down at a album release party. I can't.
I don't remember it either. Like,
okay, it should be in that same article.
I'm looking right now. Oh, here we go. That's all. 4 people killed.
Can't remember the young sister's name. Somebody, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's. Did it say her name? Because it says.
She was the one of the 4 killed. Her name is.
In the Little Village neighborhood.
Was it?
Or are you talking about the original?
Her name is Mellow Bucks. Okay. Yeah. Her and her family, you know what I'm saying? Mellow Bucks family, you know what I'm saying, was killed at a album release party that she was having, you know what I'm saying? And this is, you know what I'm saying, just one incident that happened, you know what I'm saying, a violence that happened over this weekend, man. But this goes to show that we should not take on the spirit of our oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to grab for me Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. You know what I'm saying? So we can see as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? These are things we need to start moving away from. You know what I'm saying? This is how we live our life here in America, you know what I'm saying? Even overseas. You know what I'm saying? You see your oppressor living in paradise. You coming in, you live in the hood, just barely scraping by, you know what I'm saying? You start to envy that lifestyle. You start to want to act and, you know what I'm saying, and take on the ways of these people, you know what I'm saying? But that is not how you're going to reach, you know what I'm saying, to their level, you know what I'm saying? The way you're going to be able to war against this oppression is not being a criminal like the white man, not being a vicious animal like he is, not being, you know what I'm saying, cunning and conniving the way he is. The way you come up out of this oppression is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, because the Most High is chastising you for trying to take on the nature of these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are supposed to be taking on the nature of our power. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to be trying to take on the nature of our King, Yahweh. That's how we supposed to be trying to live. You know what I'm saying? A perfect lifestyle. And that's what gets us out of these type of situations. Not following the ways of our oppressor. But read.
Come. Verse, this book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not who?
Not the oppressor.
What we do, you know what I'm saying? When we see, you know what I'm saying, white people, you know what I'm saying, like I said, celebrating their independence, you know what I'm saying, celebrate and popping off all these luxurious fireworks and, you You know what I'm saying? Having these, you know what I'm saying, these great, luxurious barbecues and different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? We start to envy our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Choose what?
None of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. We ain't supposed to be choosing none of their ways. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be trying to act like them. You know what I'm saying? Like war and violence, that was the way that they received their, you know what I'm saying, independence. You know what I'm saying? The way we gonna receive our independence is a different type of war. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna war against ourselves. We're gonna war against our flesh. So our God can be on our side. It's gonna be a war. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High is going to fight our war for us. In the Bible, it says our warfare will not be carnal. You know what I'm saying? Our warfare is against, you know what I'm saying, ourselves. Fighting, you know what I'm saying, to the notion of acting like the people that's destroying us, that's destroying our community. You know what I'm saying? I want you to drop that, priest. Grab for me Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Saying this, you know what I'm saying, is, you know what I'm saying, a staple in the Isupk, you know what I'm saying, against a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, so-called holidays, you know what I'm saying, and this is something that brothers need to understand and stick to, you know what I'm saying, because this is going to save a lot of lives, you know what I'm saying. Once you lock it in and understand that on these holidays, don't nothing good come from celebrating, you know what I'm saying. And you're gonna understand that the Most High, you know what I'm saying, wants you to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Wants you to set yourself apart from these people. Read.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2.
Oh, who?
House of Israel.
This is again showing you in the Bible that this Bible is only talking to one people, and that's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This Bible is not for everybody. This is not everybody's culture, but it's your culture. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you're supposed to be following. Not saying happy 4th. You know what I'm saying? Right after you done celebrated Juneteenth, Kyle, y'all just like y'all just celebrated Juneteenth a couple weeks ago, right?
Right.
That's supposed to be y'all independence, even though then you read in the article where it said it just changed the name from slave master to employer. And from slave to employee. That's the only thing that happened on Juneteenth, 1865. That's the only thing that happened on Juneteenth. But you think that's your independence, you know what I'm saying? So why are you still, you know what I'm saying, even with the Juneteenth shirt on, celebrating the 4th, talking about happy 4th?
Right.
Could you explain that one for me, Chris?
Same thing, sir. Same thing. You celebrating Juneteenth, you might as well. Ain't no difference from celebrating the 4th of July.
Ain't no difference. That's right. You learning the way of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? But read that.
The book of Jeremiah 10 and verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, man. These heathens, you know what I'm saying, they celebrate a lot of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You in February they celebrate, you know what I'm saying, that foul, disgusting Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? They celebrate, you know what I'm saying, Easter bunnies and stuff on like that on Easter. You know what I'm saying? All type of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? But we are not to learn the ways of none of this nonsense, this garbage. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to celebrate the things that you can read in Leviticus. You celebrate the holidays that our King, you know what I'm saying, Yahushua celebrated, you know what I'm saying, the Feast of Dedication and different things of that nature. These are biblical holidays that was meant for you and your people, not for these heathens. But read.
Don't come. Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
The signs of heaven, you know what I'm saying, they are dismayed at the signs of the heaven. They are dismayed at, you know what I'm saying, the stars and the quasars and all of those things. You know what I'm saying? They believe, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, man, gosh, if you was born in January, man,
Right.
Boy, you got a bad attitude.
Right.
Oh, you was born from the 6th through the 14th.
Right.
Oh man, gosh, I ain't gonna be able to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? The stars.
They don't align.
They
don't align.
They on the line. This is what kind of nonsense, you know what I'm saying, you will be following behind these heathens doing if you follow behind what they believe in, you know what I'm saying? And what's so sad, man, is our people are so superstitious they hold on to that's not nonsense more than the people that feed them that garbage. You think, you know what I'm saying, you think that horoscope, you know what I'm saying, that's just gonna change your life. Oh, you should be playing a lottery. You know what I'm saying? If you was born from this time to that time, you need to be playing the lottery today. Luck is on your side. The stars is aligning for you. You know what I'm saying? They feed that nonsense to any idiot that's gonna eat that garbage up. Right. And you live your life like you know what I'm saying, this is something that you supposed to be basing life on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you straight like this. You know what I'm saying? What you need to be doing is getting into the word of the Most High and seeing how you need to be conducting yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you are acting a certain way because of how you feel, because you was born between this month and that month, you know what I'm saying? What you need to learn is brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bad attitude or you bipolar, you know what I'm saying? Some signs they say you got two different. I guess if you a Gemini, you got two different attitudes. You can flip flop. You know what I'm saying? So that sounds like bipolar to me.
I need some medicine.
You might need some medicine.
The stars need some medication.
Stars need some medication. I feel that. Read.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Because the customs of the people are what?
Are vain.
These customs don't mean anything, man. You know what I'm saying? You going out, you busting fireworks on 4th of July, that doesn't mean anything to you. You know what I'm saying? What that does is it empowers the people, you know what I'm saying, that it's for. You know what I'm saying? You continuing to bow down to, you know what I'm saying, your oppressor and, you know what I'm saying, commit treason against your people for celebrating these wicked holidays, man. I want you to drop that for me, graph me, Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. You know what I'm saying?
Well, which one, sir?
Amos 5 and 21.
Come on, sir.
Custom, these people in vain, man. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating the 4th of July ain't brought nothing to, especially the city of Chicago, but a diversion, you know what I'm saying, for all the gun violence that happens in the city. You know what I'm saying? Besides people, you know what I'm saying, being able to recognize when some shots is going on. Now they, you know what I'm saying, got to, you know what I'm saying, man, was that consistent like a gunshot or was that some fireworks? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that brought to the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian neighborhood here in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that for sure. You know what I'm saying? They ain't done anything, you know what I'm saying, valuable for us, for our people. You know what I'm saying? So you, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you need to come up out of that nonsense and start to follow, you know what I'm saying, what your God wants you to follow. You know what I'm saying? Those holidays that are written in the Bible. Read. You got it, read.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I despise what?
I despise your feast days.
I despise your feast days, man. These days that America celebrates, that, you know what I'm saying, our enemies celebrate. The Most High hates those things, man. He hates to see his people, you know what I'm saying, coming together for things like that, man. Read.
Come. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He will not smell it. He don't want to even be around and smell that stinking meat that you putting up on that grill. You know what I'm saying? Them pork ribs and different things of that nature. The Most High, he don't want no parts of none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting to the Most High. And it should be, whatever is disgusting to the Most High should be disgusting to you as Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Most High hates the white man. You know what I'm saying? We can pull that out in the Bible as well. You know what I'm saying? If you read, you know what I'm saying, these books, you know what I'm saying, you'll understand, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High, he hates Esau. You know what I'm saying? And that same hatred you should that he has for the Edomite is the same thing that you should. Read.
Con. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Read.
Con. Verse 5, verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
What you doing on that grill when you around all your family and y'all in the backyard busting off firecrackers and you got them grills, you got them ribs and stuff on the grill. You know what I'm saying? And you like everybody bow their head. We done made it to another 4th of July, and you're black and your blue, what red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? You done made it to another 4th of July. Bow y'all head. You don't say a prayer to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You don't say a prayer to the Lord for something that's abominable. You know what I'm saying? Our people are so destroyed, they don't understand that these, you know what I'm saying, these feast days that you dedicate to the Most High, he don't want no part of this. He's not America. You know what I'm saying? What the Most High is getting ready to do is to plague America. You know what I'm saying? What you don't understand when you see, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, doing a big, beautiful bill, that is to starve you out. You know what I'm saying? That is just letting you know that famine is coming. Famine is around the corner for you. You know what I'm saying? But you are so, you know what I'm saying, engulfed in this place that you don't even recognize. You don't recognize that, you know what I'm saying, these people hate you. The same people that you continue to try to join yourself to. They hate you, and they're getting ready to go to physical war with you. But read.
Right, con. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast.
He won't regard the peace offerings of your fat beast either. You know what I'm saying? He don't want no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Con. Verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols.
He don't want to hear none of that nonsense either. You know what I'm saying? America is free. You know what I'm saying? You know, all those things that they sing, you know what I'm saying? The national anthem, all of that garbage. He don't want to hear none of that garbage either. You know what I'm saying? The Most High don't want a part of nothing that you are doing in this place, man. I want you to drop that graph for me, Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end it off with that.
Okay. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? We got to realize, you know what I'm saying? This place right here, you know what I'm saying? The Most High don't want you to be comfortable in this place, man. The Most High ain't looking for you to, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, just settle down, just like T.K. Kirkland said the other day. You know what I'm saying? If you get a little money, Kariash, if you get a little money, just go sit in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing, man. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. You're making a little bread. You know what I'm saying? You LeBron James, just shut up and dribble that basketball. Keep dribbling until you can't dribble no more. And then go sit down somewhere in the corner and shut up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we are taught in this place. You know what I'm saying? One of the you know what I'm saying, one of the smartest brothers that they consider, you know what I'm saying, today to be one of the smartest brothers is Jay-Z.
Right.
Jay-Z don't do no interviews. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, probably for good reason. Because even in the Bible it says that, you know what I'm saying, a fool should keep his mouth shut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if the fool keeps his mouth shut, then people don't understand if he's wise or a fool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z, he's a rich fool. You know what I'm saying? Because he at least he recognized, you know what I'm saying, that if he keeps his mouth shut, then nobody will understand how much of a fool he can be. You know what I'm saying?
We don't hype them up.
Yeah, God. So this, what we have to understand that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians in this place, we are not to be quiet about the oppression of our people. You know what I'm saying? We are to fight up against the oppression of our people with everything that's inside of us. And how we do that is to have a moral compass about ourselves. You can't be a disgusting piece of garbage and have that, you know what I'm saying, have that state of mind. Just like I said, a lot of people got a lot of things to say about four extra and all the people that's experiencing all the plagues of the Most High. Like, like, like that's the only thing that's gonna happen. You can look at the people that, you know what I'm saying, even the people that just, you know what I'm saying, got caught up in that flood in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You heard about that, right, Kaya? You know what I'm saying? There's a major plague going on in Texas. A lot of people have lost their lives up to the tune of 91 people so far, the death toll. You know what I'm saying? A flood that's going on in Texas right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you got to understand. That the Most High is plaguing this place. You know what I'm saying? For, you know what I'm saying, our disobedience. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want to be a part of those things, you're going to have to straighten up and start following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So you won't be affected by the plagues that he's doing against these other people. You can't just look at them and say, look, the Lord is getting them because they are doing this crime against people. They're doing that crime against people. You know what I'm saying? When you are committing crime and treason against the Most High as well, you are living an abomination as well. You selling drugs as well. You're committing fornications. You know what I'm saying? You are, you know what I'm saying, being a homosexual. You are sleeping with somebody else's wife and different things of that nature. So you can't judge these other people unless you clean yourself up of the nonsense that you are. Grab that for me, priest.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this.
Arise ye and depart. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High is saying to us. Read.
Come, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
But this is not what?
This is not your rest.
This here in America, as beautiful as can be, this is not our rest. You know what I'm saying? At this point, this is not our rest. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to understand that this was a land that we came to, you know what I'm saying, to be, you know what I'm saying, punished for our crimes. You know what I'm saying? We have been given, you know what I'm saying, excellent home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? An excellent promised land to go back to. You know what I'm saying? And it is not here. And we ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, that you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, be living over here in America until, you know what I'm saying, everything comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to live here and supposed to follow the law, statutes, commandments right here. But don't get comfortable here. Don't get comfortable in the lifestyle that you see here. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, our ancestors when they was in Egypt and they, you know what I'm saying, got adapted to the flesh pots. You know what I'm saying? And when they were in the wilderness, they even missed those flesh pots. You know what I'm saying? One missed the things that they used to have to eat in their slavery. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be comfortable here in this place. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to be constantly uncomfortable seeing ourselves being treated as second-class citizens. You know what I'm saying? In every metropolis across the face of this earth. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to be uncomfortable. We are not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, comfortable slaves. You know what I'm saying? As it talks about in Jeremiah, are you a homeborn slave? You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah 2 and 11. You know what I'm saying? Are you a homeborn slave? No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be a homeborn slave. You are not supposed to be comfortable in this place, man. You are supposed to be uncomfortable at all times, especially when you see the people going through, your people going through what they have to go through on a daily basis. And I don't care if you Jay-Z or if you Kanye West or if you LeBron James and you live in high on a hog in a big wealthy mansion, you should still be able to open up your eyes and realize your people are still on the bottom of these societies. No matter what type of luxurious life you may be living. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You should still not be comfortable because this is not your rest. But read.
Come. Because it is polluted.
Because it is what?
Polluted.
This land is polluted, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are able, like I said, to live high on the hog, you know what I'm saying? Look at the pollution that leaks off into your family. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan got all the money in the world. His son is still a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? And from what I hear about anybody that encounters Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, outside probably a few women, you know what I'm saying, they say this guy, he has a horrible spirit. Now, I ain't never met the man, so I can't tell you how the brother is or he ain't. But money is not nothing that will be able to take the pollution away from you. You know what I'm saying? If you are a disgusting human being, you know what I'm saying, then money is not gonna be the answer for that. You know, all the talent in the world ain't gonna be the answer for that. What's gonna be the answer is you follow these laws, statutes, commandments, and have a moral compass about yourself. That's the answer. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying, to turn around and not be polluted by this place. But read.
Come. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
It shall do what?
It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
This place will destroy you with a sore destruction, man. If you can look at all the prominent black people that's supposed to have been, you know what I'm saying, in the last 50 to 100 years, you will see, you know what I'm saying, that so-called success in this society, you know what I'm saying, brought nothing but death, you know what I'm saying, incarceration, shame to
Right.
all the people throughout the history of this place.
Right.
You look at all our so-called leaders, you know what I'm saying? You your man TD Jakes is stepping down right now, you know what I'm saying? Passing his church down to his daughter and son-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Because of the, you know what I'm saying, because of you know what I'm saying, the ridicule and the stuff that he stands to face from the disgusting life that he was living. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that this place here, America, is not your rest, you know what I'm saying, and don't celebrate, you know what I'm saying, the filthy holidays of our oppressor, you know what I'm saying. With that, I'm gonna pass the class off to Priest.